First episode, Degenerates of the Round Table. Gentlemen, how's it going?
Have you hit record already?
Oh, I've been recording for about the past minute.
Like live at 5.
Oh, yeah. No, because you can edit it down, so I don't give a shit.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We got Colt here on mic number 1. We got we got Crosby, mic number 2.
Big Juice.
We got Chance on mic number 3.
Oh, I guess he wants to be introduced.
He's that guy.
That's Nick Adams.
No, I was waiting for Chance to say something.
Nadams.
Nadams,
yeah.
And on mic number 4.
Actually, if we want to start this off, forewarning, this is not a clean podcast, so if you're letting your kids listen to this, you're a fucked up parent because making kids listen to podcasts is shitty.
I mean, I guess it's good and bad.
Yeah.
Just turn it off.
I will say this, though. This is a real story. I'll go ahead and start this out. In school, because I was born in 86, computers started hitting kind of middle school, high school. I got my first username for the school computer, and my name is Nick Adams. And so they tried to put Adams in Adams, and it wouldn't take it. It just wouldn't take in the computer. And so it's a black woman that's doing this. She was super helpful. And so she put Nick A, and it took. She goes, oh, there we go. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. And I said, yeah, that's cool. Nick And her eyes got huge, and she goes, oh, no. And she started deleting the shit. She goes, I don't know how we're going to do this, but you will not be Nick A. And it was like, thanks.
A level of Oregon Trail with that name. I mean,
Number munchers.
Nick died of dysentery.
Totally died of a preventable disease.
No, not back then. That wagon wheel fell off and 2 ox died. You were fucked.
Typhoid, you had to shoot those weird rabbits.
There was no getting past those fucking rabbits.
By the way, yeah, every rabbit was cracked out, and there was 13 of them at any given moment run across the field. I've never seen that in reality.
You couldn't even buy enough bullets for these things.
I know.
Rabies was a big thing back then.
I know, but we live in Texas. We see rabbits. I mean, there's rabbits next to Scoggin, next to our work.
Can we talk about something weird about old video games? Every video game has an Easter egg.
Right.
Except Oregon Trail. Did anybody ever, are there cheat codes for Oregon Trail?
It's
No, that game is real like life. The wagon wheel falls off, you shoot rabbits, your wife gets killed.
By an oxen.
Henry breaks his arm.
Is it plural or?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I don't understand how so many people broke appendages.
What were they doing?
Yeah,
because it was 7 miles an hour.
It's proof positive. Even in the 17 and 1800s, white people on an X Games type shit. That's what we love. It's in our DNA, this X Games shit. We want to jump off the roof. Off the top rope through 2 tables.
Do some ignorant
But did you say like that's some white people shit?
That's some X Games shit. That's what white folks do.
Like white people will jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Just think about it. Jeff Hardy, craziest motherfucker to ever enter a wrestling ring. Travis Pastrana,
Debatable.
Craziest dude on 2 wheels.
Yeah.
But here, hold on. Hear me out now.
Matt Hoffman.
Tony Hawk.
Hear me out now. I know that for those of you all that are listening, this is like 3 fat dudes and Chance. Like we're all big guys here. But hold on.
Take your chance
with 3 fat.
If anybody can actually believe it, I used to be somewhat his size, and I did skateboard at BMX. There's a lot of people of every race at those skate parks. Believe that.
Yeah, but they just trying to fit in.
They're trying to get out of the hood. Is that what you're saying?
That's the cool thing to do, man.
Wow. Yeah, well, okay, this just got dark.
Wow, I like where that went. All right, so first topic, and suggestion to Jared. Jared, for y'all that don't know, is actually president and CEO of this operation. So any and all complaints can go to Jay Smizmar at yahoo.com.
Yeah, he's actually an angel investor, and when I say angel, I mean he's a ghost because he brought nothing to the table monetarily. But he's here; it's in spirit.
But his first suggestion for a topic was, what was it? Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence.
When you talking about Allen Iverson,
so we're talking about some Skynet shit.
That's okay. So you freak you out like Elon Musk, or are you like down with it because you just don't care?
I don't care. I probably never afford any of it anyway.
I don't know. You can buy an iRobot, Roomba, something like that. It cleans your house.
I don't have that kind of money.
Hey Alexa.
It's not
Okay.
That's
Do you have one?
Clearing shit right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, says the guy.
Sorry, our studio manager has an Alexa.
Yeah. Says the guy. It says Chance McLaren. The guy with the new Raptor, the motorcycle, the boat. I mean, do any of y'all have all that? That's like a trifecta.
Let's not forget the Audi, the Corvette, and the Mustang that y'all owned last year.
Look, can we talk about the Margarita machine?
that had 2 different margaritas in it.
Or
For a
the
33rd birthday party. I mean, if we want to talk about setting the bar,
well, let's talk about
It
that.
was-
I can't wait till you turn 40. I'm excited.
That like it was 33 was Star Wars themed with a backyard 2-story water slide.
It
What's
was
40 going to be?
I mean,
It was the
you can
greatest
see it
10-year-old's
in your
birthday
living room,
party.
Am I
Yeah,
right?
me and my wife get up, which of course we're butt ass naked every morning because there's no fucks given. We walk out and she immediately goes, "Is there anybody on that?" And of course I'm sitting there rubbing sleep in my eyes. I'm like, "What?" And it was like, "Oh shit!" Because you don't want kids sitting there going, "Yeah, I'm gonna go down the what's that?"
Oh, yeah, you and your wife are there putting a wrinkle right in the Lord's work.
Oh yeah,
But he had like the greatest 10-year-old birthday party for a 33-year-old.
exactly.
Absolutely.
I really hate I missed it.
I wish you were there. I'm so glad that everybody came that made it. It was fantastic.
Except for the poison margaritas, it was hairspray with lemon lime.
What?
Oh, you didn't? Did you not hear about this?
I didn't
Were they
know.
poison margaritas? Was it the fact that we made 6 gallons of it?
So,
That could
Yes.
be a contributing factor.
and it wasn't totally the
I
fact
don't-
that I pounded 2 red Solo cups worth in like 4 minutes.
I don't think those are mutually exclusive like ideas right now.
Right.
No joke. Everybody goes inside, and it's me and Jesse. By the way, we'll get him on here eventually, guys. He's just beaming with personality.
Man,
And
Dan Stein.
yeah, no kidding.
Bueller.
Bueller.
What you do
Bueller.
today? I woke up.
Which raised or lowered tariffs? Raised tariffs, which dipped us further into the Great Depression. But
We digress.
him and me chug them, and we're on our second one, so we stopped drinking. Before you know it, him and me both are using Chance's motorcycle to stand. We're sitting there like leaning on the handlebars, like, and finally I just look at him and go, "Hey, homie, I'm serious. I'm about to go home. I feel like shit." And his eyes got huge. He goes, "It just your stomach hurt?" I was like, "Yeah, I need to throw up." And he goes, "What?" And I was like, "Dude, somebody poisoned the margaritas." No joke.
I think Jesse's problem is that it wasn't top shelf.
That might be mine too, because
Jesse-
my stomach is high society.
Jesse
I'm a
pours
bitch.
Di Serono and Crystal like chalices.
Is
I
he
did.
bougie?
Hey man,
Is that the word?
No. Well, no, that's for you.
his freezer.
No,
You're-
stop.
Don't. Hey,
Stop.
hold on. Wait a minute. Metro. Well, that's not even.
Stop.
His freezer.
By the way, that that light voice over on the side is Gordon. I know we introduced our angel investor.
This is our studio manager.
He's our studio manager. He actually erected.
Oh,
Nothing sexual there, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
It's
Now I'm
it's what it
disappointed.
is. He erected a place for us to make magic happen.
I'm disappointed.
Shout out to Gordon.
I was erected.
$1, Bob.
Don't get carried away. See you later, Gordon. Go to your room.
Our man in the streets, and keep it
Go
down
to
in
your
there.
room.
Such a great face for radio.
Yeah, boy, I got one built for it.
So
The voice of an angel, one you
So-
can't hear.
can we get back off
Unless you're
topic
Dr.
since
Clinton
we already
Medicine
got
Woman.
Can we
it?
get
Like,
back- can we get
just
back
started
on
with
and
a
off topic?
subject and it lasted 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's how good this podcast is
So,
going to be.
guys, if we ever tell y'all that it's going to be about a particular, subject matter or something like that,
Plan for it not to
don't
be.
plan on
Yeah. If we ever start saying a thought and you're like, "Wow, I really wish that guy would get back to it," we never will.
Check back in 6
Yeah, we
weeks.
never will.
Prepare for a 45-minute tangent. about
All
some-
2 of our fans are so happy.
it. Yeah, they're probably in the
Thanks to
same
both of
room.
you guys.
Yeah.
A donation to the Repair the Rainforest has been made in your
I mean,
honor.
I feel like our significant others will listen to this or at least tell us they did.
Mine won't.
Mine
Well,
won't.
Definitely one.
All 3 of us go. All 3 of us
So I
fuck
figured it'd be
no.
like the wife that joins the book club to get drunk, and they go, "What'd you think of the book?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it was great. It really was inspirational, and it
Join the
you
book
know,
club. I don't read.
That's like white woman X Games shit.
it is."
Your haircut can't be short enough to be in a book club. It's all an art. It started long hair and it kind of, but they'll look like you in a bit.
I mean, the truth is, we're all just like navigating a social arena.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
But that got really deep for a second. Let's go away from that. Somebody talk about titties or something.
Okay,
I do
hold
know-
on.
Okay.
Ask your
Ass and
titties.
titties.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm ass and legs. We know you like titties. We've seen yours.
Titties. My titties or my girl's titties?
Shit, I'm a B cup myself.
Got your beat, man. Got them at least a C&5.
For all 3 of our fans,
Double D.
because we gained one. We'll film this eventually. You'll see these things. God, I could get a handful of these. Holy shit, I need to go on a diet.
I'm fully aroused.
It's all right.
Well,
I had to go on.
87%.
I am
Speaking
completely
of
I had
around.
to start a podcast to know to go on a diet. That's how fucked up my life is. But all right, hold on.
What did you tell
Again-
Gordon the other night? He has
Again,
a
that's
face
how
for
off.
radio?
Hold on, that's how off topic we are. Let the other half of the group answer the original question, Chance. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say ass, but I
You're-
do enjoy some good titties.
See, isn't it kind of like picking between like good cake? Like,
Yes.
man, there's like vanilla cake or chocolate cake, and you're like, can I have both?
It's like having your cake and eating it too. You can't have that.
Because ass is just.
You're.
back
I think I
titties.
know what you are.
I'll let you guess.
Oh,
I'm actually gonna go.
I like robust women.
You do. I think you see. You and me both like the same kind of girls.
I mean, I'm the same way.
I mean,
You kind of are too.
you throw a dog upon them. I don't. The little ones, and they bruise a big motherfucker like me all to pieces. Let's get real.
right.
But is it ass or is it titties? We know the size of them. You don't have to.
It's tits for me.
Okay.
Hands down. I got big hands. They tell me, man, more than a hand, but I got big hands.
You do have some.
I got some fucking paws, dog.
So guys,
Like we
need
said,
to
there's 4 people on this
describe
podcast, and there's.
Crosby Long. He gets 2 seats per flight.
Imagine a grizzly bear.
This is what you need to know about Crosby Long. That motherfucker is 6'8", 400 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Ask it for by name.
I just want y'all to know that he curved 15 pounds off that weight. I've seen it.
I've been doing okay. Maybe beat the 415.
Culp is essentially the same, minus 20 pounds, but plus a beard.
Yeah,
And hair.
in like 13 years.
We weigh about the same.
Yeah,
We're right at the same. We wear the same clothes.
He's 13
Well, wait a minute,
years
hold
my
on.
junior.
How tall are you?
6'5". I'm 3 inches shorter.
So you're 6'5", you're 6'8", you're 400?
About 4'11",
God, you
415.
juicy piece of fucking ass. God damn.
I
Twisted
feel
steel and sex
severely
appeal.
outclassed here.
But how much do you weigh?
I'm right at 4.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I don't
Are you
look it.
serious?
Yeah.
No, he is. He is.
Buddy. But you know, he and I are like the Cinderella brothers. Because at midnight,
So for the next one
all
down,
this turns to dick.
so in third place in size, that is a good. I
Right?
like that.
Right?
T-shirt, print it, make some money. Yeah, because I'm 6'3", and I'm 325, according to the freight. According to the freight scale at work.
That's where I weigh myself, and that's where I learned that I was 402 last
Well,
week.
The
there's
freight
judgment
scale
on that
had
scale.
10 pounds.
There's no judgment on that scale.
No,
like,
that's why
right,
I
like,
use
like at 4 bills, it matters.
That is
Right.
actually nice. At 325 on the freight scale, it's not even breaking a sweat. It's like, you're light, baby.
Yeah, like, there's
Honey,
some
you look
wrong.
good. You look good. Man, you're less than a big block. It's fine.
Free shipping, bitches.
Yeah. If it fits, it ships for one full flight rate.
That's right.
So how tall are you?
6 foot.
And 5'9".
And a half.
And a half.
Give a motherfucker a half.
That's like 8th grade, Holmes.
But how much do you weigh?
194. Crosby and I.
Fat motherfucker.
210. You lying ass
Crosby and I
motherfucker.
started-
It's true. He's not 200 pounds. Because I remember saying, like, you're not a man until you're 200 pounds. I have been a man since the 3rd grade. But he's almost there.
Guys, he was a man coming out of his mama.
That's a fact.
Praise the Lord.
Chance has that unfair advantage though. He can get up to like 205 pounds. He's like, I need to make a change, and like 3 days later, he's back down to 190.
Well, he takes one of those mega shits he has to send a picture of.
Oh yeah, That's yeah.
I mean,
Chance
that's
is
at
that
least
friend.
once a day. You got to remember that. This bullshit like it's going to
It's
stop.
multiple times. How much?
That's
Okay.
why I said at least.
Like a rabid bear.
I'd say 3 healthy, 2 false alarms. You know, like
I've seen that move.
3 emergencies, 1 normal.
You know-
That is a fucking mobile truffle shuffle when this boy has to
you know,
shit.
it hits. You know, Nick and
You can see the look. It's like
By the way,
that dude can be zoned in
I
space,
would-
and all of a sudden,
I would like to
gone.
thank Jared very much for spending the time to come up with the idea for artificial intelligence, and we're now on poops. And the funny thing is, I know for a fact artificial intelligence went 9 seconds. This
think
will go on for an hour.
I heard you say it. I heard Chance say Skynet, and then robust women. That's. I mean, that's what I remember.
Man, artificial intelligence with robust titties. I'd be down. That's when you
Like
let it
X.
slide.
Machina or Machina.
Yeah, what's the Will Smith movie where he was trying to like
iRobot.
iRobot? So those were all like these super slender white robots. Man, you bring out something kind of thick,
Yeah,
maybe a little Puerto Rican.
Well, that was a PG-13 movie. They were
Definitely
there. You
Puerto
just
Rican.
couldn't
Thank
see
you.
them.
By the way, is it
they were
racist to
showing
say
their
Puerto
ass
Rican?
titties, too.
No,
Puerto Rican women.
because they're technically American.
Yeah, they are. Well, that's a good point actually.
They're us. They're just like us.
Yeah, they are,
They
but
just
not.
have-
They get
yeah.
screwed over in the government. But
Yeah.
don't worry, people. This
Again.
this podcast never go down that road.
We ain't saying it's right.
We just saying they thick.
We're just saying it works.
Man, they thick.
They are, yeah. Thicker than a Snicker. That's the new saying. Instead of like,
Is it thicker than a Snicker or
What is
thicker
it,
than a bowl of
uh,
oatmeal is the one I remember.
fuck bitches get money.
Yeah.
No, but you can't say that anymore because it's.
Why not?
I don't know. You're supposed to say stay
Is
home.
it disparaging to women to like objectify them like that? Is
I
that
think
the thing?
so. What I do know, I will say this: the new saying is,
But what has
"Stay home if you're sick. Come over if you dumb thick." That's what COVID did for us.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Yes,
Kenneth
it did.
Copeland didn't blow away with the wind of God.
And he tried.
He tried. He with every ounce of fiber in that toupee he
The
wears, he
problem
tried.
is he didn't do it in Tyler Perry's old airplane.
He could have. He should have bought. He should have waited on the
Tyler
plane.
Perry, what a genius.
You know, he sold him that airplane for a deal. I've seen it.
Because it was not, as Kenneth Copeland has said on the record before, a tube full of demons.
Nobody wants
Artificial
to fly
intelligence.
with a tube full of demons.
Airplanes have artificial intelligence that helps them like auto land the planes. Like the pilot can literally like take
Press
a nap.
fucking button.
Right.
And then, so I mean, we are here, Jared, an angel investor, ladies and gentlemen, bringing up a topic that we just brought it home full circle. That just happened.
That's what
I don't know.
We
Y'all
get to the point.
You're talking
Yeah.
about these
We just take the scenic
autonomous
route.
planes. I'm talking about the snakes on them fucking planes.
I'm tired of them.
They all over them.
Tired of them
planes.
motherfuckers.
Tired of these snakes on the motherfucking plane. I've actually never seen that movie.
I haven't ever seen it.
Also
Never
never
seen the
seen-
whole thing.
Is
The
there-
15 minutes I
is
saw
there-
was absolutely
Was there anything more valuable after the trailer?
No, I feel like you saw the whole. It's one of those trailers that answered all the questions.
What about
Okay.
the
Snakes on a
Sharknado
plane
movies?
kind of goes hand
Name-
in hand.
Name
with
another movie.
Eight-legged freaks.
There you go.
That's where I was going.
Name another movie where the trailer is all you needed to see.
Anaconda?
Sharknado.
Nah, I could watch it.
And Anaconda's pretty good. It's
I
got the
did like-
original Marty McFly.
You watch WWE Raw too, don't you? On Monday night.
No,
Cool.
I watch it on Thursday.
I know the fine folks at home can't see me giving him the look, but he's getting the
I watch
look.
it on Thursday on Hulu. It's okay.
Wow, reruns. That's even worse.
on the Riri.
Hulu had the money.
That's right. Wow. I'm speechless. That's a rarity. Kudos to you.
Mark it
Don't
down.
come
It's
off
a,
the top fucking rope on me over there. Dusty Rose Hard Times.
that's called a red letter day, man. Mark it down. It ain't happening again.
Macho Man Randy Average.
Oh.
Booyah. I said what I said.
But back on crappy, possibly crappy movies. I haven't seen how. What about the Sharknado that was evidently
Okay.
deemed good enough? They made several.
They
They
my-
made sequels.
no, they made
It's just like Human Centipede.
No, they made six
pause
of
for
them.
the
Don't
call for a
even-
minute, ladies and gentlemen. Jared, would you lean in here and say just a little something? Our angel investor.
he's the looks
Jared.
he's the looks of the group. He's the only fucker that goes to the gym.
I'm right behind Big Juicy right now. How does that feel?
I feel you behind me. That's what I'm talking about.
It's
That's what I'm talking about.
have a good evening, Jared. Drive
See you,
safe.
See you, buddy.
Fuck that. Drive fast. Take chances. See you tomorrow.
Drive fast. Eat
Flick
ass.
off a cop. See how it goes.
Yeah, fuck 12.
But no, that's so. Don't even put Human Centipede in the same thing. Sharknado's
Human-
comedically
okay.
bad.
Human Centipede.
Human Centipede is horrifically
They made a
bad.
sequel, guys.
Yeah, have you seen it?
No, but it takes place in a prison, right? And the warden.
No,
so
I saw like the first 5 minutes of Human Centipede
What?
2, and I almost became asexual. Like I was, it was like I had not. It's
you know,
fuck.
it's like Saw movies though. I can't watch gore.
well, that's the.
Maybe.
That was payback. He just got us all back for shitting in here.
For those of you who can't see what happened, Jared leaves. There's a waft. I'm not sure if there's a T on
Guys,
that
Did he
word.
fart
Did
over
he
there?
do it?
Oh, he shit his pants.
Dude, let me tell
You
you
did
something.
this
When
shit,
he
Jim?
does it,
Yeah.
Fucking punch me in the face.
let me,
Guys,
tell,
I
let me
think
tell you
it's-
something. When he does it, it hurts.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hurts.
I blame it on
This
the
shit's
bro
rowdy.
team.
The bro team.
The bro
Wait, the
team.
bro
Man,
team.
The protein shits are possibly the worst.
For those of you that can't understand, that is bro with a B as in Bravo, not P as in Paul. That is barotine.
Well, it's max effort muscle gainer, guys.
He is a beefcake, though. He is a beefcake.
But
Yeah, I like how we're all
He's
sitting
our
there.
love it.
beefcake.
We
I-
love it.
I like how we're all sitting there talking about our height and weight, and it's like, by the way, the angel investor over here is the same height as the rest of us, and he's about half the weight, and
Yeah,
he's
we're like
actually
us.
he's actually in good shape. Probably can bench more than me.
Yeah, he probably could bench you and me. So our angel investor is.
Call him back in
Yeah,
here.
please.
Jared, can you please step back to the desk?
Yeah, look at-
The butler's table. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is a house of many.
The chopping-
corridors.
the
I have
chopping
money.
block.
There's pole folks in
There was
the
some brisket blood on this earlier. But no, that's so Sharknado. I think they made what 6 or 7 of them.
I think there's 6.
Okay,
I've
I've
7 too many because there's a dead script somewhere.
Yes.
Anyway,
I saw the first one and it made me so sad for Tara Reid, but we won't get into that. It's the last one they made, and they named it "It's About Time," And I thought that was hilarious. Like, it's the end. It's the last one. Like, we're done with this. It's about damn time.
Really?
No, it's named It's About Time because it's about time travel. It's Sharknado's in like the mid. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it sober, so I don't know.
Is time travel the new topic?
I do have the
It's a time
laptop in
travel.
front of
So
me.
we're close, right?
Well, I don't know. Let me tell you a couple things. I'm gonna give you my 30-cent theory.
Does it still record if you're minimizing? I fucked that up.
It should.
No, it should.
It's Apple. They're smarter than us, I hope.
If
Well, except
time
for-
travel is real, I feel like somebody would have come back and posted
Well,
about
at this
it on
year,
Facebook.
somebody would have come back to this
No,
year.
not
and
this
been
year. This year is like Bill and Ted got an F on their exam. That's what this year is. Bill and Ted fucked us off this year. I'm just waiting on an old Keanu Reeves and whoever that blonde-headed kid that looked like a throwback chicken McNugget. He actually kind of had curly hair like Gordon.
He looks like an autistic human version of like Chicken Little.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah.
I can't believe you just made me say that. That's awful.
He was visually freelance. Let's say that he was wild. The dude was wild.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's
He was
good.
visually freelance. Anyway, him and Captain McSnappy Nugget. I feel like this 2020 is the year that they got the F because they got stuck here. We just need like Socrates, Jonah Arc, Genghis Khan. I'd love to meet that dude. He's like they're playing like Fruit Ninja in the fucking United.
And we need George Carlin to come back and save us all. That's what it
Tell
is.
me.
George Carlin left.
Hey, studio managers, can we get a drink over here or what?
He's like, I ain't your punk ass bitch.
That's your drink.
This is yours.
Okay, I'll make my own.
What's that one in front of you?
I think that was his that I
This is
accidentally drank because somehow I got. It's a thing.
Do either one
It's a
of you
thing.
have herpes?
No.
Well,
Not anymore.
Only once.
Praise God.
Kenneth,
PTL, baby.
Kenneth
you
Copeland.
made me laugh and cough. I just threw up
Now,
in my
correct me
mouth.
if I'm wrong, Charles, but Kenneth Copeland help you with that.
He did. He blew it away.
Blew the tube of demons
In
out.
a
of you.
non-sexual manner.
Blew the demons away.
He blew the tube.
Sucked
of
them
demons
right out of me.
I'm taking a 30-second break.
What are you doing? You going to get some
Tea.
tea? Oh, shut the you old lady.
I was going to drink some meth, but I ran out.
So I think it's still recording, but it minimized and won't come back. So that's cool. Thanks, Apple.
Thanks, Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Steve Jobs. You know, there's a conspiracy theory that he had HIV instead of cancer.
You know, I could see that. He was a scrawny little spit fuck.
Well, funny, end of life will do that.
End of life, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're dying of cancer or you're dying of HIV.
Death is death.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
It's not the AIDS that kills you.
What
That was it. That's
Man, I thought
Oh, it is true. So AIDS doesn't kill you. AIDS suppresses your immune system, and then pneumonia will kill you.
The cold, the flu.
Yeah, common things will kill you because your body loses its ability. So AIDS is actually not a cause of death.
Believe it or not,
R.I.P.
guys,
Easy E.
Yeah.
most of
Rest
us
in
are
peace, Big L.
most of us are halfway educated. Believe it or not, we just don't show it.
Not true. Can't confirm.
I got a good enough degree in 6 months of high school psychology. I did drop out of Forsyth Tech. I took like 6 weeks of a semester.
you did Tech. You went to Tech. Didn't why you came out here?
I moved here to go to Tech. I did not take a single class.
My man, Van Wilder over here.
Yeah, that's right. No degree. I went to
Van
Forsyth
Fatter.
Tech back in Winston-Salem. Shout out to the Triad. Fuck y'all. The Triangle's better. Fake ass hoes. Anyway. Damn, I got that grimy right there.
Oh,
Getting a little hood up in here, man.
A little
I need you to
hood.
tone it back a little
Fuck
bit.
DMX it. What these bitches want for okay. So yeah, I got a little bit of school. Anyway, anybody else got credentials?
I went to
so.
Tech, dropped out like a motherfucker.
Okay, how long did you go?
I went for 3.5 years.
Did you get in? Did you get an associate?
You were
I-
almost there.
Not with my degree. I was in mechanical.
Jesus, Murphy.
That was why I quit doing it because I was like, man, I've been here for like 3.5 years. It was like Christmas time, and they were like, oh yeah, you got like another 3.5, 4 to go, and it was like, that's cool. I'm paying this by myself. I was like, ain't no fucking way. So I went and got my associates at South Plains for fucking drafting,
$30?
engineering.
Oh, drafting.
It was drafting a design. Yeah.
I don't
No,
know
30
side
bucks.
lines.
$30 was the annual wage of the job for that degree, and I realized that was a waste of time. No, seriously, there was like one place in town that would hire you if you were a drafter. 2, actually. There was a private place, and then there was the actual city government. Both paid less than $20,000 a year salary. And it was like, do I get to come in naked and say terrible things to everybody? Work 3 days a week? Like, what are the benefits to this?
I mean,
Because
that-
you're not selling it at $19,000 a year.
That goes to show why the city of Lubbock is the most poorly put together city.
I wouldn't say. I don't
Are we
know
gonna
about
get
that one,
political?
man. I don't know about the poorest put together city. It's got some flaws, man.
I promised my mama I wouldn't.
I think one of the biggest things with Lubbock is that it is catered towards students and not the retention of them.
Agreed.
So
Okay.
you're talking about the amenities in this town cater to people that are not going to be permanently living
Right,
here.
right.
So I can actually say something to that.
Uh oh.
My wife, in her master's, her capstone research was what they call brain drain. And what brain drain is when students graduate with degrees at whatever level and they leave. So she theorized at the beginning of her research that if Lubbock did things to create jobs that paid more money, that some of the talent that came from outside areas, Dallas, Houston, Austin, El Paso, parts of New Mexico, to here, if they stayed, what would the revenue be worth to the city of Lubbock, right, for viability? Like if you instead of creating retail jobs, you create, $120,000 a year,
Like innovation.
30%,
Yeah.
like where people are generating 30 grand an individual instead of making 30 grand. Through her research, what she found out is it's wildly more lucrative
Of course.
to just bring in freshmen.
Right.
That's why one of the reasons the populations of Tech has gone from, it was 30,000 students
Oh, it's
6 years ago to
huge
almost
now.
40,000. Lubbock actually has the second largest student base behind Ohio State. Lubbock, funny enough, Texas Tech, yeah, they do.
But that's because Ohio sucks. As a state,
Well, that's why all the trees.
not
in,
Ohio State
all the-
sucks. So no football fans don't message me because I will ignore the fuck out of all y'all.
Let me say this. That's why all the trees, like in Lubbock,
You've been
lean.
to Ohio. You know it sucks.
Yeah, I've been there. It does suck. All the trees in Lubbock lean towards Ohio State because Ohio State sucks. I'm just saying. So
See, our joke was OU. It's kind of the same direction.
it is, yeah.
It's not bad.
I mean, you can thank Oklahoma for Texas not falling off the map because
Right.
it sucks so bad.
It
Yeah.
does. It's like they tell me that birds fly upside down in Oklahoma because there's nothing worth shitting on.
I don't know. See, here's the deal.
But my wife is from Oklahoma.
Me and-
She's a Christian, so y'all be careful hearing out what you say.
Me and Chance here, speaking of those states that nobody cares about, me and Chance here actually worked together in years past. We went to Streetcar Takeover for all you guys that are into performance cars and racing and stuff like that. Zoom zoom. And we went to Kansas and Nebraska and found out that Oklahoma is an oasis that you don't know about.
Yeah.
Because Kansas was awful, and then Nebraska is the birthplace of hatred.
I don't know. Have you ever been to Missouri?
Oh, not all of
Missouri's
that.
like the butthole of North America.
No, I call New Mexico Satan's butthole.
I've been to Kirky, man. Captain Kirk. I like it.
I'm just saying, I went to, wait, you've been to where?
Kirky, man.
Kirky, Nebraska?
Albuquerque.
Oh, Albuquerque. I was sitting there going,
Captain
"Ooh."
Kirk.
Well, see, that's the joke I always tell my wife when we go visit family in New Mexico. I said, you want to know why they name it New Mexico? She goes, why? And I said, because Satan's butthole was taken.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty awful.
It doesn't fit on a map well.
We literally just watched a video of a dude shooting another dude in Albuquerque in the streets. Justified.
Right.
But
I've driven from Lubbock
It's a legal
to
fight.
damn near Minneapolis. Driving through Nebraska was probably the worst part. That and Iowa. Jesus Christ, it was corn miles
Well, see,
for 1,200
I will-
godforsaken miles.
we made a mistake. And by we, I mean me.
I was gonna say, I know Chance didn't make one.
Fuck no. He had a road trip sleeping boner.
I was gonna say if Chance was in the car, I know he didn't fuck up because he wasn't awake.
Yes. No, he was
Oh,
in the passenger seat of Warren's truck. Warren, if you're listening to this all happened. He was in the passenger seat of that truck.
Sorry, Warren.
Not sorry, Darren.
Sorry, not sorry. Shoes off, lean back, feet on the dash. And I'm sitting there just like staring out the window, hoping to God nothing runs out in the road because I don't have the reaction time to save our ass. And I'll look over, and man, this dude has got some side pipe. This guy is packing some freaking heat on the side here, and I almost wanted to grab like a stick of some kind, like a straw out of like a Wendy's cup and just poke it and be like,
Poke
is
him with
it?
a pack of Smarties.
I think I woke
look,
up to
hold on.
Nick taking pictures.
Yeah, no, actually. So the truth of that is yes. The thing is, it was whatever girl you were dating at the time. I literally sent her this irate text message going, "This stupid motherfucker fucking passed out in this goddamn road trip, and he's over here dreaming about fucking something, because look at this fucking thing." And I was like, oh man, but she was dying laughing. It was Shonda, I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah. And she thought it was funny, of course, because I'm the
How
one
long
being
do you have to
tortured.
rub it to get it to go back in its cage? Like,
It wasn't like a genie. That thing gave endless wishes.
Fucking hog leg.
a war hammer.
But anyway,
The
we took
Warhammer.
we took the wrong route in Nebraska, and we hit some bizarre northbound highway.
Is that when we hit those roads that was like straight 90 degrees, straight
Yeah, so
90
you're
degree,
it's
no
corn-
warning.
Okay, so it's cornfield on either side, and they're taller than the truck.
They're like 20 feet tall.
They can, it's like you're driving in a weird like fantasy novel. It's like, are we in
Children of the Corn type
Yeah.
shit.
Oh well, that doesn't help because I watched that movie when I was a kid.
I
It freaked
think
me
that's
out.
the same road we pulled over on because we'd never seen so many stars.
Yeah. So actually, no joke. The first time him and me both saw unfiltered, like the true Milky Way, was we were actually going down that road, and I just happened to like lean forward and look up, and it was like, holy shit. So I pull over, and he's looking at me like, we do not stop on road trips. Like, you have to get me here. This is torture. And I said, get out, look up. We both stood there, like, mouth hanging open retards for 5 straight minutes.
Oh
Just,
yeah.
It was actually pretty cool. But that's, you would go like 5 miles, and then it'd be a stop sign and just a T in the road. And so you'd take a left for a mile, and then turn right again to go north for 5 miles.
Do you remember when we found
it was
that
just, and there was
carnival in the middle of nowhere?
okay, horror movies are what this is made of. There was a carnival in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like,
It's
we
like
just,
that opening scene of It.
exactly, yeah, you just pull
Yeah.
up and all of a
I'm telling
sudden,
y'all, we were 40 miles from anything.
yeah.
A couple of rednecks beating
Yeah.
up a fellow that likes
And
other
lem-
fellows out
Oh,
there.
let me tell you something. Every intersection I'm talking about that we came up to, that we had to keep turning to go north, there was never anything more than a stop sign or a highway sign. There was not a sign that said, Aunt Jemima's corn on the cob, down the street or something. There was nothing, no life. Because why would you live in Nebraska? But, yeah, hate on Nebraska. Park it down. But that's what, I swear I'm sober, but I just lost my train of thought. But no, yeah, the carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, we come on this. Also, it's just like in the middle of nowhere, and even the music was creepy. Like,
It was super illuminated. Like, it wasn't dim. Like, I'm surprised that you could, see it from the International Space Station. And I felt like it was like from dusk till dawn. Like, you had till midnight. And then
Yeah.
shit got real.
And that's over.
You wanna-
Right.
Now that's a good movie. That is not a movie you can see in the trailer. You got to watch
Oh,
all
man.
that from dusk till dawn.
I think that's the first movie I saw. Was it Selma Hayek?
Selma Hayek was in it, but she didn't show titties. But that
No.
was Selma Hayek. Though.
That was Angie Everhart, maybe?
Was it?
Oh no, the girl that danced and put her foot in Quentin Tarantino's mouth because he's got a secret foot fetish. That was Selma Hayek.
Y'all
Yeah,
remember?
but who there's a redheaded woman in the movie. I think that's Angie Everhart.
Are you talking about the teenage girl that's with the dad?
The
'Cause-
one, maybe. I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I think I've seen this movie.
The vampire movie.
Yeah, I remember they get locked in this bar in Mexico. It's
Yeah,
like the,
that's the
it's
best.
like the it's like
That's the
a
big
it's
scene.
like a horror version of Grateful Dead's Mexicali Blues. Like, yeah, myself
It's
and
a
my
good
role in
mix.
girl
It's
who
a good
14
mix.
and a damn good case of the Mexican. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
That's a good movie.
Well put.
No, that's actually a pretty good analogy all in one phrase. But
Shit,
man,
I
that's-
know.
But remember, it was George Clooney, and then his brother was played by Quentin Tarantino, and his character was all fucked
So the
up.
Tarantino movie.
So he played himself.
It was a Robert Rodriguez movie, I thought. With Tarantino's, of course, they were
I've
both
never seen the
buddies.
movie.
In a later podcast,
Oh.
we'll have our
Were you
studio
saying-
manager.
But I have met Quentin Tarantino.
Have
Met him on 6th Street in Austin.
Side note: soon we'll have our studio manager. He will be running a laptop and pulling some of this stuff up for video evidence.
this will also be filmed in the future, so you can actually see how hideous we all
Yeah,
are.
we all
Yeah.
have a face for radio.
Yes.
Yeah. And I mean, just Gordon right now is just sitting over there, this weird curly haircut. But he will be. One thing he is good at.
His haircut's okay.
Or we could even give him a business
Anyway.
card with research analysis.
Yeah. Ooh, analysis.
Analysis.
Yeah, but one thing Gordon is great at is fact checking.
Yeah.
So if he's on the ones and twos on the keyboard hooked up to this, have a TV over in the guest area, the kitchen guest area. I'm not really sure we call that the second dining
So
area.
what would you call? I think we're actually doing this podcast in the butler's pantry.
I think so. I would say it's the helps.
The
area.
helps.
It's
yeah.
the help space.
The hired
for sure.
helps.
The hired helps.
Yeah.
Well, I like how you have to throw that out there. They're not indentured.
Apparently,
They're not
so there's a
slaves.
formal dining room attached to the casual. I don't know. Anyway, there's a TV in the
It's a
in
great.
the dining room. It's really odd, but
It's
you know what?
it's the nicest 320 square feet I've been in a while.
I guess a couple of years ago when Gordon got this place, he said, "Hey, I'm going to put a TV in my kitchen." Maybe he already had this in mind. And I said all that to say this: he'll be hooked up to a laptop. Fuck Donald Trump, but he'll be able to pull up pictures and video of like what's going on. I don't know what happened.
Crosby has a mild form of Tourette's.
Yeah.
We're working on getting it under control.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll censor that one.
Nervous ticks, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he'll
Oh, please don't.
Oh, I will. It'd be great.
Do not censor me.
I want to do that just to piss you off. Just beep random shit you say. Beep something, and we all laugh.
Send us MAGA hats.
Actually,
Please do. We'll have a whole video about what to do with those.
but actually, I don't want the real ones. Like, I want those fake ones that are made in China. I think that's
Yeah,
hysterical. Like, I want
Like his
that.
ties and his hair. It's toupee.
Is it a toupee or are they plugs? Help me out here.
I think it's like a dead beaver on the top of it.
So we should
too.
also.
It's
Are
the
we
most
really
biz-
going down this rabbit hole?
We should.
Well, it's not-
Our studio manager's pulling the plug on it. He's a trumper.
Well,
Yeah, we're
side
getting that.
note,
We're getting that like sliced throat. Like, hey, cut.
Can we talk about that, guys? I want y'all to understand something. We've been recording this for 36 minutes so far.
It
I've
doesn't
been
feel
watching
like it.
this clock that says it's 30 minutes past midnight on the stove.
And I feel like we
Like he's
just
on like London time or
scratched the
something.
surface.
It's a New
Yeah,
York.
we talked about nothing.
Right. And this is, guys, we work together. This is every day.
This is
Yeah.
daily.
We work together for 11 hours minimum a day, so I have this much to talk about.
Right. So we just want to, we're just glad you're here.
We wish you could catch the shit we talked about in lunch.
We hope y'all understand that we'll never run out of shit to talk about.
No.
And if we do, we'll make it up.
That
Big
is.
L, rest in peace.
I do like how this is like it's a nice insight to the psyche of the insanity of a parts guy. Because for y'all that don't know, we all are parts guys.
We won't say the name of the dealer, but it sounds like Dog and Skicky.
Yeah. No, it sounds like Scott and Vicky.
Scott and Dicky, yeah, my neighbors.
But we're all parts people. We're all dealership people. We've been working around all this stuff for years
And Vicky
now.
could be a man or a woman. You should be ashamed that you probably assumed Vicky.
It's
Was it
2020,
she?
guys.
Yeah, don't you dare assume a fucking gender. Binary.
I don't know her pronouns or
Victor's
her
a
life.
nice name.
Yes.
Question: would you ever? I'm not against if somebody's like. Actually, I like to be referred as, but do you think that's kind of silly, or do you think that's just how some people are going to be?
I feel like we should just go by our names and we'll simplify this whole thing. That's all I have to say about that. I don't actually care what you want to be called. That's cool.
I don't. I really don't either.
I don't have a dog in that fight.
What
I
if
don't
it's-
know your life. There's your life.
Yeah,
Knock
that's-
knocking on the door. Who is it? Your life? I don't know you.
That's my dad's like favorite phrase. Anytime somebody's starting to talk about someone else's shit, and it just keeps going and going. And my dad will look over and just put his hand out and be like, "That's your world," and
Yeah.
I ain't in it. Like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Have
I don't wanna
fun.
hear it. Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
I want to hear it. It sounds crazy. It sounds wild.
Culp's mighty quiet on this subject.
Cope's keep it to himself. Cope's our residential racist.
First off, fuck your click in that bitch.
I think the whole thing is weird. I'm not going to put my 2 cents in. It's not.
Oh, fuck you.
Pussy.
Like, I think you should go by what you were born by. If you don't want to identify as that, it's fine. You do your thing. It doesn't affect me. Don't push your agenda.
I think that's kind of more of it. It's like it doesn't affect me.
Like it doesn't have an effect on my
It's
life.
kind of it's the same thing when somebody's like gays. You know, what is it? The sanctity of marriage, and it's like, well, you're wrong on all sorts.
But
of
don't get
Your
offended.
third or fourth one. Which marriage are you talking
Yeah.
about? Which one's real important?
Yeah,
to
because
you?
I'm currently on my second marriage, so I can't bitch at anybody about anything.
Me too.
But don't
Hey.
get offended. Like if I call
Yep.
you a girl. and
Second husband's club. Respect.
That's right.
You were born with a vagina. I mean, it's just the way I think about it.
Solid first episode material.
No.
I mean, it's in the DNA. But you know, I just don't care enough.
I'm the same way.
If you want to run around and call yourself,
But here's another interesting tidbit. So you were born and raised in North Carolina, right?
Yep.
I was born and raised in.
see, come on and raise up.
Take
Like
them
a
shirt off.
helicopter.
I was born and raised in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
He was born Pampa. No, we're
I
Clarendon.
was born here.
You were born in Lubbock.
I've just lived everywhere.
Yeah,
in
you
West
have.
Texas.
Yeah, he's
It's like
West.
West Country song.
Oh, he's West Texas horror.
Man.
I've been everywhere. He's
Me
West.
too.
He's West Texas horror. So, but y'all are from this
We're
area.
from Hugh.
You're
Yeah.
indigenous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, actually, you're not, but you know,
I grew up in
that's a
privileged.
topic for another evening.
I grew up in privileged, like North Texas suburbs, so I don't have room to
Rich
talk about
white
much.
I grew up in the Bull City, that dirty D, the city of medicine. Please believe that. Shout out. No lie. I mean, you used to go to Raleigh when, I was a teenager. You go hang out in Raleigh my early 20s, and I started telling people. First, I started telling people I was from Raleigh because when I moved to Texas, because it made sense. Nobody knew what the fuck Durham is. Durham's actually a big city.
Yeah.
Durham's a rough city. And in Raleigh, you're like out. And so, oh, where are you from? Durham. They take a step back. It's like, oh, okay.
It's kind of like saying like Houston. Like everyone's like, ugh.
Yeah, like apparently, I think people have this picture that all of Houston is rough. Now, most of Durham is relatively. There's some nice pockets in Durham, but there are. But it's like a rough spot. It's I mean, it's not a city. It's like in the Triad, you have like Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point. You tell people you're either from Greensboro or you're from Winston-Salem. You don't want to tell anybody you're from High Point unless you like own a furniture store there. You just don't do it. Take a step back. The girls are shitty there. So they say. It's like stereotypes about stuff.
I'm just picturing like 8 Mile, Eminem's movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
get the fuck out of
Bombing
here.
on
Gene.
everybody's sweaters already.
Yeah, Mom spaghetti,
Yeah.
Papa Doc, Rabbit, B
Arms
Rabbit.
heavy. Knees weak.
Trigonometry.
Arms heavy. You sing that lyric in the WebMD and it's like you have cancer. That's what'll happen if you sing those first lyrics. Arms are heavy, knees weak, palms are sweaty. Bombing on my sweater. Oh, you got cancer, dog.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you sick as fuck.
But it's like, I don't know where you're going with that, but there are vastly different viewpoints.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You and me have talked about this.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a really great area. So sometimes I don't see or hear or kind of experience like what you've experienced or both of y'all.
So I grew up in a really great cultural area. There was lots of different people. So in the Triangle, you have like PepsiCo is there, IBM is there, GlaxoSmithKline, American. I mean, there's some big international corporations. So what you get is people from all over. You also have 2 of the largest medical research facilities in Duke and UNC Chapel Hill, cancer research, heart, and I mean, there's
So it's
just
a good area.
It is a good area, and there's a lot of affluence in the area, and there's a lot of diversity in the area,
Right.
and
But-
it's just different.
You did grow up poor.
I grew up on the underside of things. Yeah, we always had a place to stay. We always had like power and water. We always had food, but like I mean, I remember going to the store and be like, "Hey, can we get cereal?" I'm like, "Nah, little bitch, we got grits at home."
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, I grew up with upper middle class, but my dad tried like hell to make us feel like we were poor. He worked.
Shout out
his-
to Perry.
Yeah, he worked his
Asshole.
ass, you motherfucker. He worked his ass off to make sure that we felt bad about everything.
Time and a half.
My mom, on the other hand, and she'd come back $400 later at the mall in the 90s. Oh, my dad blow his top. What are you buying these kids for? They ain't gonna wear it for more than a month.
You know what we got out of that is my family is really tight. I mean, we ain't never had anything but each other. And I always make the joke like when my parents die, the only thing they'll leave me is alone, like right by myself. And that's okay. There's not gonna be some windfall.
That's a good point, though.
Now the in-laws, they have things. My wife grew up a little bit different, and I don't know what that looks like. I hear them talk sometimes, and they have problems that I don't understand, and there is a difference depending on how you come up and all that stuff.
See, that's what my neighborhood was. It was kind of middle to upper middle class, and it wasn't anything too extravagant. It wasn't like somebody's buying their kid a Ferrari from their 16th birthday. It wasn't no MTV Sweet 16 or some of that bullshit. You guys know what I'm talking about. It was
Electronic birthday invites.
But I grew up in Carrollton. The next town over, for some of you DFW people know what I'm about to say, but the next town over, Plano, now that had some sections of it where you'd see like a flashy car or something really expensive go by. You're like, man, look at that. That's an Aston Martin. You never see an Aston Martin. So he'd go by and it was like, did that kid steal his dad's keys?
Right.
And it was like, no, that's Bryce. He's on the football team over at this fucking stupid West High School. And it was like, what?
He has an $80 haircut.
Yeah. And that's what actually... You want to hear another funny story? I know, joke. I went to a bunch of parties. I always tried to party hop, and I never went to ones. My school was real wholesome. Everybody was, it was just like seventh
Lame.
heaven. Yeah, exactly. Everybody hugged each other. Real good kids, Every day was a life lesson. It was all that bullshit. So I always tried to party hop to some of the other schools around the area because they were a lot more fun. Colony, Newman Smith, and I went to a Plano party one time, and that was one of my football buddies came up to me, and he was like, "Dude, I got to this party. You gotta come to this party with me, bro." And I was like, "What is it?" And he was like, "Dude, it's a rich kids party." And it was like real rich kids, and he goes, "Yes."
Like sprinkling diamonds on their eggs to make a dookie twinkle red.
Yes, yeah, like Fabergé eggs on the mantle. Yes.
Lavish.
So we sure as shit we go to this fucking giant ass house in some super nice neighborhood that should have been gated. And, way too nice of shit in this neighborhood.
Late all you degens from up country.
I will never forget that was the first fucking party I went to, and I walked inside, and dude, everybody was hard fucked up on pills and mixing it with God knows what. I'll just never forget the vibe of that
Sound like
party.
my people.
It was just no,
Sounds like
no, it's different.
Maybe I was there.
No, because that's the thing. Sadly, I used to live vicariously through crazy people. I was a bitch. I was an absolute pussy. But I love to hang out with those people. So I've hung out with those people.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
These spoiled rich white kids didn't have anything to do. And I shit you not, there was actually a little tiny candy dish on this table. I'll never forget it. And it looked like it had a bunch of mints in it. Like a little white chalky looking little fucking mints.
Wow.
It was a bowl of pills. Where kids were taking narcotics from their parents and grandparents and family, stealing them out of and they were just pouring them in this thing. And
Like
kids
a
were,
Benzo
Community
buffet.
bin.
yes, yeah. So kids were coming up and they were taking handfuls. And I'm standing here watching this, and my mind is blown right now. I am such a virgin in this world. I'm going that's awful. And sure enough, these kids are sitting there and they're taking these little pills, and they're like, no, yes. No. They're flicking them out of their hand if they wanted one.
It's
and
like the yellow starbursts.
they used to know how to.
There's a pile of them hoes somewhere.
Hold on.
Please believe that.
Hey, strawberry, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Praise God.
But that's what they knew. What all those little symbols on it meant, and all that crazy shit. We immediately left. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that party.
Can we talk about this idiot over here?
On his phone, put your phone down, homie. Oh man, it got take.
Bye.
You gotta take. Bye. I love you.
It's boys' night, motherfucker.
Chances.
He'll be hearing about this later.
Chances over here trying to smile and stay cool, and he's like, "Thanks, you just got my ass beat."
That's actually the second time I've hung up on her
Twice.
Are you
Praise
serious?
hell, praise
Text
hell.
message. Big mad.
Yeah, he's texting her right now going, "That was not me. Please don't do anything about
She
that."
mad?
Wow.
Why is she mad?
I was just text night, period.
It's boys' night.
Oh, man.
Been nip that
Actually,
in the bud.
you ain't got a hair on your ass if you don't text back. You're right. Boys' night.
Ooh. Do it.
No, 'cause I live-
Don't take advice from me.
I live next don't
Don't take advice from the second marriage club.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Second Marriage Club. Yeah, I'm on my second one. Yeah, I live next door to him, so please don't do anything to where we can hear that argument. I don't want to hear anything about it. Boys, we've been doing this for 48 minutes now.
Are we ready to pull the plug? What time is
It's
it?
10:05.
Man, we're 5 minutes past.
I mean, I'm an old man. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin here in a minute.
I showed
Cinderella
up
style.
late to the party, but
That's
who
all right.
cares?
You didn't even bring food. Fuck you.
Yeah, I did. Brought the idea. It appeared materialized. Gordon got that app. Maybe if they want to sponsor, we'll give them a shout out.
But not Jimmy John's.
Not Jimmy John's.
Not Jimmy John.
We could have got a turkey tom from Jimmy John's, but I heard a guy say he had a great theory about Jesse Smollett. Totally random.
Are you talking about the Chicago dude that
Yeah, the
claimed
dude from the show that claimed he got mugged.
poured bleach
Lots of
on
racist,
noose?
yeah, it was all fake.
The noose is the funniest part of that
I
story.
heard a guy telling a story. What he said was his theory was he knew as soon as he heard that story that it was bullshit because dude said he got mugged at midnight for a Subway sandwich, and we all know ain't nobody ever been jacked for no Subway sandwich.
That's fact.
Maybe one of them turkey toms from Jimmy John's.
Right.
Maybe an Italian nightclub.
Maybe, or a gargantuan. Maybe, and he also proceeded to talk about, Jersey Mike's. But Jersey Mike's had sweaty meat because they got nervous animals. I don't know what he's talking about. But I mean,
So you're saying that there was no way some dude was walking down the street, negative 20 degrees or whatever it fucking was in Chicago, 2 in the morning.
there ain't nobody. First of all, ain't nobody going out for Subway
Oh,
yet.
you know, you're right. But you're saying if 2 dudes were looking to mug somebody, they're sitting there looking at a guy and he's walking by and he's got a bag with a Subway sandwich in it. They're going, man, that guy does not have any money, and if he did, it just went in that bag.
Yeah, we feel for this guy.
It's over. It's done.
And he couldn't even get that lavish bread like they got it.
Hey, they have that Italian urban cheese.
At the Double J. I mean, they do, but.
The Italian urban
And
cheese.
can we talk about
They're
Subway?
always out of it though. You can't go to a Subway.
Oh
and
no,
find
man! There's
that
like
fucking
14
bread.
loaves, man. They don't like you.
Let me tell you the real problem with Subway is they stand back there like they're fucking artists. Like, let me tell you, like, these ingredients are laid out in front of me. I'm pulling the strings. Okay, I promise, fuck Donald Trump, I won't get on my soapbox.
No, get on.
Of all the-
you want me to?
I like how we told
Let's
you
hear
to.
it,
Something
Steve.
for the honeys.
So we got off of the gender identity soapbox. We got off of the political soapbox, but that Subway soapbox that was intense.
Fuck
Just
soap. Hey, let me tell you something.
Subway
Hey,
artist,
Subway.
motherfucker.
If you're listening to me right now, which I'm sure you are not listening to me,
Yeah, we hope you aren't.
you're not a
getting-
fucking artist. Unless you got money for this podcast. And then, hey,
if you
I'm
wanna-
trying to eat fresh, like Jared. We're all big boys in here. We're trying to get that sixer. Knock down a Twixer. Lose some of this weight, boy.
Just don't forget the okra.
The
Oh,
what?
yeah, fuck around. I'll beat on your goddamn glass with my wedding ring like I'm fucking retarded.
And it better be fucking spicy.
Yeah.
What'd they forget on your sandwich?
Oh, this is. I don't want to name the names. It sound like Lurch's Chicken. Over on
Lurch's fried turkey.
yeah. Yeah, so Gordon and I, one night we worked late, so we're coming home, and I'm like, man, I should grab something, take it to the house. You know, he picking what we ain't eating. So I go through the drive-thru, thanks COVID. And there's nobody in the line, so we order. We get up there, and like, there's this woman. I don't know what she's trying to tell us. What I gathered was I wanted a spicy, like, 2-piece dog.
And this is in Liveland, right?
No. They
It's in
don't have Lurch's.
Lurch's grilled turkey?
I'm not going to say which one it is, but it's mighty close to 19th in Milwaukee.
No kidding.
Yeah, right next to the O'Reilly's. Anyway,
Great location.
yeah. Take the kids.
Good spot. A lot
To
of
the
retail.
east, right?
Well, it's north side of 19th, which is second. Right next to O'Reilly's, 19th in Milwaukee. I don't get specific, though. It's like 800 yards from the intersection. So we go anyway. And we order food, and we get up there, and she leans out to tell us they don't have spicy, but I guess she can't do it, so the woman running the tongs screams over her to tell us.
That you can hear this?
Yeah. Only spicy we got is white meat. And I'm like, is it a question? Is it a statement? Or you tell, like,
Yeah.
she's like, I said, well, that'll work. Actually, I think what I said was, fuck it. That's fine. I was like, well, yeah, okay. So,
Which the moment you said that phrase, they hawked a loogie. They were ready for you.
well, I mean, we could see. I could see her working the tongs. And I was in a nice, I wasn't mean. It's like the night we went to Wendy's and I had to put it in reverse. And I'm trying to see
We
what
talked
follows.
about that before you got over here.
Please believe that. So we get it, and I want some okra, right? We get in our line, and I said, let's check this bag. There's no okra in the bag, so I pull around, and now there's like 3 cars that pull right in front of us. And again, I mean, I don't want to wait.
No.
This horrible chicken they've already given me is already getting cold. It's already not good. Which, by the way, I'm not sure what pieces they put. I don't know if it was like chicken back.
Yeah, you got feet and necks.
No, necks have meat. I like chicken neck and turkey neck and soup. Like, I'm familiar with that. I don't know what piece of the chicken this was. It was not the piece that anybody would order, even know to order. It was like the tendon the wing attaches to. I don't know. Triple fried. So
Fried chicken feathers.
So yeah, you know,
It's
I
a
drive around the
chicken
building.
charcoal.
I've decided that I'm going to jump the median in my truck because I'll just jump these cars trying to order. Well, then I don't remember if there's a truck with like a great big enclosed trailer or an RV. Yeah, maybe an RV behind it. So like they've got the drive-through blocked. So I drive back around and I pull up and I'm like standing there. There's only 3 people inside and the door's locked. So like I got out and maybe I did. I don't remember if I called. Fuck that. I don't know. What I remember.
He turned his class ring around so it'd make a great little neck.
So yeah.
Clack, clack,
class
clack.
of '98. I lettered in nothing. So I'm up there tapping on the glass, and that shit was loud as fuck. And I mean, I ain't beating on it. This girl walks over. I've just seen her walk out with a bag and go back in and lock the door. Probably maybe it was a baby daddy thing. I don't know. Cousin. She's taking somebody she gives a fuck about. And I get it. When you make $8.50 an hour, you probably don't give a fuck about some dude like me. But I just want my okra.
The great okra story of 2020.
So I'm beating on the glass. I don't know if I was beating. It sounded loud because I was sitting there. Okay, I was beating on the glass. And she finally comes over and through the door, and I'm like, I don't have my okra. And she's like, well, you got to go back through the line. I was like, there's 4 cars in line. I don't want to wait. I've already waited. My fucking shit, my shit is cold.
She told you to go back through the line?
So I had to because of COVID. I guess she can come out to see whoever.
You didn't get that.
Like whoever it was, and she won't do it. And I don't remember. I yelled something. I'm sure it was loud and it was a cussing word. Probably
Something along the lines of, we're going to find out today.
Yeah. So I get back in line. I just want my fucking okra. And I was cool about it at that point. I tried to chill out. They went through the line pretty quick. But the people in front of us were having a fucking family reunion at the window, like laughing at like.
I can just picture Crosby getting so upset and being like, look, I will get my okra. You decide whether or not we're going to be in the paper.
Yeah. It's like 8:45.
Yeah, hand me
we
my
leave for
okra.
work at like 6:30. I've had enough days. Like, I've had enough. I just want this raggedy ass, whatever the fuck beaver meat you fried.
You two we need to film both of y'all going into, because Chance has the worst luck in the history of food.
Let me tell you.
I don't know how he isn't skinnier.
Last boys' night when we were waiting on food, and I was getting fucking.
I
furious.
literally told him I said that happened to y'all because you went with him.
Well, it's a story for another podcast.
It is, but I'm telling you right now, and we'll touch base on that because we're about to wrap this up. But this man, Chance Mick Laren, has the Mac
Return of the Mac.
He has the worst food. Like, we'd go to Payway, for instance. This happened probably 30 times. We would go to Payway for lunch because we used to have the same lunch break at work. We go, we order our food, we sit down. It's not even busy. We're like 4 people. We're 2 out of 4 people there. These people get their food. I get my food.
What are you ordering?
The same thing. No,
we would order. He would literally step up after I ordered. I'd sit there.
Same.
I'd sit there, just like Soup Nazi, tomato bisque, and then like scoot over. But I'd stand up and I'd order my shit, and he'd literally step up and he'd go, same as Fatty. No joke. And then time would pass, then more people would come in, and then before you know it, they're all getting their fucking food. And this dude, I'm over here and I'm like finishing. I'm going, wow, this place sucks. I'm like, eating my food, and he's pissed.
He's over there like ready to sandpaper a Wildcat's ass in a
right.
For those
for
of
some
y'all,
of that Mongolian beef.
for those of y'all that have been at a Payway, you know exactly how it is. It's all those booths, and you can see all 7 cooks. They're 20 feet from you.
Oh yeah.
And of course they can see
With
that
nasty attitudes.
Oh,
just say that anyway.
They can see this guy whose face looks like a red Solo cup, and he's just mean. He's just sitting there the whole time like,
Fucking pull up.
He's like-
this bitch out.
he's like heavy breathing. They
With my
can hear
dick
it.
out.
There's all these chefs, and they're trying not to look at him, and they're all just sitting there like stirring stuff up and kind of little shit. That
telling
dude's
you.
pissed. Does anybody have his order? No. Well, fuck him. Just don't look at
Yeah.
him. Just don't look at him.
You don't make eye contact.
And they were like, "Sir, did we forget your order? Yeah, I have to be back at fucking work." And I'm over here just eating my little steak dan with its spicy sauce and noodles, and I'm just like, it sucks to be you. But yeah, we'll get on the next story about
Yeah,
Wendy's.
fast food is a big good topic.
No,
We've had a couple experiences.
Oh, yeah.
At that Wendy's.
Goddamn.
in a
Where
nice,
somebody got shot
Yes.
over this kind of thing.
yes.
Laid out. They got
I don't
flowers.
think it was shot over that exact.
There was
And you know what? I bet it was because these motherfuckers had their head up their ass.
the 3 of them asked me to move, and they sent the big one to last. Anyway, yeah. We don't want to break
Let's save
this
it for
story.
next week.
Please. Yeah, chances are about to fall
In a mild
asleep.
recap, I
He's got a
was
long drive home.
yeah.
I mean, it's not a ride from Plainview or anything where he needs Netflix to make it, but we'll get him home.
To recap, I think our best conversation was the artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared, if you're out there.
Straight, yeah, Jared, thank you so much. Best 9.5 seconds of this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, we're right at 59 minutes.
Good first one.
How do you? Yeah, I think it was pretty good.
Well,
Not bad.
in the words of Curly Bill, well, bye.